Let's definitely dive into this experience now. So, what I suggest is just kind of rubbing your hands together to activate your kind of life force energy and your Reiki healing hands. I like to say your golden hands of light. So, we're just inviting sort of the Reiki doctors and your team, my team, our higher selves and higher powers, and just go ahead and just place your hand on your body and just touch whatever part of your body is hurting and just see if you could drop out of your head into your heart space and really find a comfortable place to really ground to the ground, right? So basically drop down from your heart and just let your energy just fall out of your head into your heart, right? And then you could place one hand over your solar plexus, which is kind of like your identity and will center, your power center, and really just breathe into your powers, your gifts, just the energy of self-love and self-care and nurturing, and see if you could just imagine that this really loving and kind divine feminine presence, maybe divine mother, maybe Isis, or maybe your own inner goddess is coming in and just like unzipping, unburdening you of all of that heaviness, all that heavy called hucha energy in Incan shamanism, or the Queto shamans from Peru call it hucha. So imagine like all of that armor is just dropping to the floor and it's falling off and away from you, every part of you, front, back, side to side, top and bottom. And it's just kind of melting into the womb space of Gaia. And now take a few breaths in and out. You're inhaling the light above and you're exhaling, any kind of turbulence, turmoil, inner conflict, anything that just blocks your light. And so, what we can do is just think of a person that you might feel entangled with, or maybe it's a group of people, or maybe it's an institution or organization that you feel corded with or attached to. Somehow there's an unspoken vow or unwritten contract, could be verbal, but most of the time it's unconscious and it's unintentional. And but you just feel kind of stuck like Velcro. They feel stuck to you. And see which chakra, just kind of scan your body and see which chakra is most affected, where it feels the hardest, the tightest, the most constricted. And just keep scanning your chakras and notice where you're carrying this burden, this block, this cord that's wrapped around you. And just breathe into everything you notice, just merging into it until it starts losing its power over you. And the charge just seems to lighten and diminish and grow lighter, lighter. And see if you can expand where you're as vast as the room, the city, the state, the country, and even this planet. Notice how good it feels to be that open, expanded, and infinite. And now go ahead and ask when you're ready, ask the loving, kind, available universe, generous universe, to help you to discern without escaping or spiritually bypassing, staying fully present in your beautiful body temple. Is this mine? Is this my energy? Or does this belong to someone else or something else? Or maybe does it belong to the collective or to Mother Earth? And if you get an answer and things start feeling lighter instead of heavier and denser, just ask your guides, your angels, archangels, to help you to decord and dissolve those cords. You can call on Archangel Michael now and all the karmic clearing angels to help you identify where it all began, the root of that pain you're carrying that you weren't even born with. And see if you could notice what kind of cord it is. Is it the ones that you throw because you're trying to help people? The ones that you throw out where you push your energy out? Or is it a different kind of cord? Is it internally generated? Did you create this cord yourself to stay safe in your body? Or maybe it's the one that other people use to grab at you because they're so attracted to your light and they want to be just like you. They envy you. They wish they were an empath too. Or is it the ones that you throw out because you feel so overwhelmed and so abandoned and hurt by others? And this could be someone from childhood. It could be a caregiver. It could be a friend or a sibling or maybe a lover, an ex-partner. And ask your higher power to come in and integrate with you. Spend this time with you to unburden you. Maybe it's a cord that those people threw at you because they've been trying to kind of not look at their own stuff, their own baggage. And maybe they've projected and taken out their pain on you. So whichever the cord is, just see if you can identify which one it is. And now begin to like physically move your body in a counterclockwise spin and see if you could kind of unravel the cord back to the beginning, back to the original trauma in this or any other lifetime, and why and how it hooked onto you, and what benefit, what are the benefits for carrying and storing and holding on to this cord. And if there aren't any benefits, are you willing now to release everything that is and return it all to its original center with consciousness attached? And see if you can go unwind it all the way back to its roots, to the very first or the beginning of that spiral or that shame spiral where you started blaming and shaming yourself for feeling something that wasn't even originally yours, for taking on other people's pain and suffering, their and loyalty vows, legacy burdens, because you thought you had to be a nice, good, people-pleasing person. So see if you can just send that cord back to universal consciousness, back to sweet source. And see if you can ask for assistance here from your team, your higher self, your I am presence, to unblend and separate from it and see it moving out further and further and further away. Don't worry about where it lands, but just know that it no longer has to stick to you because it isn't you. You're no longer a vibrational match to that lower vibrational energy frequencies. So just release it and you could pull it out. Just pull it out right now. Use physical gestures. Pull it out. Yeah, from the chakras. And it could be the back of your chakra too. So you might want to, if it's your heart, if it's a heart implant or imprint, you might want to just place one hand in back of your heart if you could reach it and the other in front and pull it out in both directions, and just like kind of shake your hands out, toss it, flick it out, all of that energy. And just trust that wherever it's meant to land, it will land. But you could also bring in the violet flame and you could toss it into a fire pit and you can bless it too. Just blow some blessings into those cords that those strands, those hooks, those arrows that just are too painful for you to bear. And you shouldn't have to. Yeah, so see them kind of burning into ashes, but also transmuting from a poisonous arrow, or what we call the second arrow, because the first physical trauma was painful enough, but you went ahead and created a second arrow to punish yourself for some imagined wrong. So see if you could pull out and clean up all those darts and arrows and just toss it into that fire, that violet or that white flame of transmutation so they become medicine. And after you've unplugged from all that, ask the essence of just a divine feminine and divine and sacred masculine, that blend of harmonious feminine, masculine, yin yang, female, male energy to kind of patch up any leaks, to kind of mend any rips, tears, or holes that cord left wide open. Take your energy back. So ask them to just go ahead and do some repair work where there were holes, tears, leaks, rips in your aura, in your chakras, in your organs, and in every cell of your body. And just exhale even longer to release all of that pent up, buried stress. And you could just push your belly out really, really big. And see it all kind of releasing from your belly button, your navel plexus, and liquefying and just like dissolving and discharging. So there's no more charge. So everything is lightening up and you could brush yourself off from all of that. But now ask Archangel Michael, your spirit guide, your totem animal, the devas that you work with, um, your your soul family, your soul clusters to come in and help you locate, search for, and identify the parts of you that other player, that other person is still carrying that doesn't belong to them. So go ahead and insist that every power part, every gift, every strand and particle of light that you're made of come back to you now. Taking back everything and reinserting them from where they're missing. Just go ahead and reinsert them now and just touch every part of you, wherever it is, wherever you were holding those heavy burdens. And just pull it in, take it in, receive it, embrace it, embody it. Embody every part of you, your sensitivities, your gifts, your healing abilities, everything that makes you so special, so different, so unique. And then when you're ready, just anchor in all that light from above and below you and thank your team for coming through for you. And by trusting you, every part of you, trusting your true self, your divinity, your identity, your authenticity, everything that's brilliant and beautiful about you, and thank them for being here to take you through this process of decoding and taking your powers back. Thank you.
Oh my God. Vandana, I thank you. Your gifts are
beautiful.
We have 2 other retreat sessions, and I'm like bawling. Wow. Your power is so potent, and I really appreciate your facilitation. And that was, you just gave us all such a profound gift. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'm glad that you actually got a chance to experience the work.
Yes. Yes. And what's not lovely and powerful is that there's support. It's not like just my own will. Like, I could really feel how you hold the space and then calling in the support. Wow. I'm giving you a huge embrace and gratitude, and to everyone. And I can feel everyone out there. Just the thought of you hiding your gifts is just painful to me.
Yeah.
The thought of
it was very painful. And, I'm not going to say that it's, like completely out. There's still parts that are in the process of healing and recovering, but we can't do it alone. Just like we shouldn't probably grieve alone. We're meant to heal in community. And so that's what I'm just going to leave you all with. And whoever's meant to be here and listen to this recording, that please find a support system, a support network, whether it's like a meetup group that you could find easily. There are thousands of them online for intuitive empaths, whether it's taking one of my classes or one of my group mentoring sessions for empaths, or just like a really allow yourself to feel vulnerable and to trust that the world is inspired by you, that, there's no need to hide anymore. And actually that not only doesn't work for you, it actually works against you. And so that was then. We had to do it. We had no choice. This was a survival response to unthinkable traumas, rejections, neglect, abandonment in our home growing up. We had no choice around that, but now we do. Now we can make a much, much more well-informed, compassionate choice. We can finally become our own loving parent.
And
Donna, you have, amongst many of your gifts, you have a gift that you're going to be sharing with the audience that they can get. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, which is a great choice to make right now. It's right on the screen. The link is below. Like, everyone watching, just click the link below. So, Divine Feminine and Sacred Masculine Embodiment, I believe, is that the name of your gift?
That is the name of my gift. And I have 4 super empowering MP3s. I think some of them are in video form, and they're each about 2 hours long.
Wow.
And we invite all types of the archetypes of compassion and loving kindness, these invisible benevolent beings that we can't physically see, but we know that they're out there. And I believe one of them is Kuan Yin, who is the mother of compassion, who I would start listening to that one right away, because she has thousands of arms, so she can hold us. She can hold every heart in humanity, on our planet. So I would say like to heal your feminine and masculine is everything.
Yes.
Because if we become really out of balance, then we either wind up giving too much or receiving too little or vice versa. Or we're always like trying to support others and help others, and we somehow forget that we have to start with ourselves.
Yes.
So there's an out of balancing, and we feel less than, and we feel unsupported, and all of those things. Or we take on too much responsibility and we overdo it and we become workaholics. So you get the idea.
Yeah. So listen to these audios over and over and over again.
And all you got to do is just click the link below. And thank you for sharing this. And thank you for being here and really sharing your gifts. And thank you all out there for being here and really choosing to break through what's ever keeping you from being confident in yourself and sharing your gifts. We are ready for you to be visible.
Vandana says, that was then, this is now.
This is now.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you in the next retreat session. Thank you, Vandana.
Lots of love.
Thank you so much.